Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jefferies, the present-day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. The reality is that modern life was not designed with a woman's health in mind. It wasn't. It's like we're juggling balls. We've got our careers, we've got our family needs, we've got aging parents. I care for my dad. Our hormones are doing the cha-cha. They're doing what they want depending on our stress levels. And we're trying to hold it all together without falling in a heap or a puddle of wine, coffee, or chocolate. And the bare arse minimum truth is that if we don't manage our stress will manage us. And if we are a 40-year-old woman, the stakes are even higher because burnout doesn't just mean tired. Burnout means gut issues, hormone chaos because we get a crappy menopause if we arrive at this point adrenally tired. And I've talked about that in plenty of stuff that I've produced. Adrenal fatigue is real, weight gain, emotional burnout. It's the go. And so the good news is we actually don't have to do everything. But we do need to do the bare ass minimums, the BAMs, that actually protect our nervous system daily, consistent little BAM actions so that they keep us from falling apart. We can get out of that hole and get back on track. And that's what I did, nearly 40 years ago when I burned out. I got out of that hole and I've been living from a place of prevention ever since. So is juggling life bad to us? No. If provided we're looking after our body accordingly. So, like I said, I juggle a lot of balls in my life. I really do, with my company's time zones, all those kind of things, play, surfing, volunteering around the place. It's big. And a wonderful wife. I'm caring for my dad. I've got so much going on. I do. However, I do steps, little things day to day to really keep myself that when I'm in go mode, my body doesn't go swinging far off center. My cortisol doesn't go spiking. Because if we're not managing it, like I said, if we're not managing stress manages us. Our stress hormones, particularly things like cortisol, pump 24/7. And at first we can push through and then we can cope, but then we can crash. And I want people to not be crashing. So if we're starting to hit that wall, waking up tired after 8 hours sleep, even getting 8 hours sleep for so many people is a thing. Broken sleep between 2 and 4 a.m., waking up for a pee. That's a sign of adrenal tiredness. It's a sign that our cortisol's out of balance. Brain fog that coffee or any kind of caffeine can't fix. Mood swings, gut issues, hair loss, feeling resentful. Ooh, why am I doing all this? I speak to so many women who are living that life and it's like, no, that's not cool. Anxious is stressed about the future. You're living in the future where we just got to get you to be able to stay, present, feeling flat, feeling numb. It's like we can't out hustle our biology. We have to outsmart it instead. And we live from a place of prevention to make that happen. So what are my BAM solutions for managing stress and staying strong physically, emotionally, and mentally? The first one is to breathe. So even when I wrote my 7 Steps to Sanity book 25 years ago, the very first step to sanity was breathing. And by the way, if you've got my new Fuck the Stress book, the condensed version of my 7 Steps to Sanity book is in the back. So you can read that if you want. And you can just go to my website to check out that or any online booksellers, they will sell it. So anyway, I digress. Back to this. So breathing is really important. And even if you set an alarm on your phone, that 3 times a day you stop and breathe for 60 seconds. 60 seconds, 1 little minute, or even in the perfect world, 2 minutes, 2 minutes of stillness. But just stop and breathe. Poke your belly out as you breathe deep to remind yourself to belly breathe. And essential oils like lavender. Lavender is a great essential oil that helps with cortisol. Frankincense is a wood oil that helps you to stay grounded. Same as things like sandalwood, cedarwood, vetiver. They're all the same kind of, they will keep you grounded. My Fuck the Stress blend is designed exactly for that. It's designed for resetting your vagus nerve and turning down that fight or flight alarm. It's literally designed. I designed it to help us go, no stress. You're not getting me. No way. That's it. It really is. It's about no stress. We need to eat to support our body, not deplete. I find women on the run, they're grabbing anything, and if in so many cases they're grabbing less because maybe their body's putting on weight because of hormone imbalances which are being influenced by stress, and they go, oh, I'll just skip that meal. Or I'll grab something little. The problem is that their body's running in that calorie deprivation. It starts to hang on to everything. Our blood sugars are all over the place, and life's like a roller coaster, where if we simply get a balance of protein and good fats at every meal, we can keep that blood sugar roller coaster more even, so not such highs and not such lows, because it absolutely kills our energy and our moods. So we need to move our body, but gently, walking, stretching, dancing. Alice and I, my wife, we're going to a dance class this Thursday. We're going to learn how to dance, to jive for fun. Why not? It's fun. One of the core principles of my Fuck the Stress book is that our adrenal glands are recharged with good play. So moving our body in playful ways, we're moving our body in relaxing ways, not flogging ourselves with a 10K run and a gym workout. Things like Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, they're awesome for an already tired body. So we need to move our body, but in a gentle way. Now, if we can do 10 to 15 minutes, preferably 15 minutes a day, that's all. I'm only asking for 15 minutes a day as a stress relief, because movement should be a stress relief, not punishment. And 1% of our day is 15 minutes. I know you can find 15 minutes a day to move your body, a simple 1%. It's worth it. Ritualizing our rest is really important. So protecting our nighttime routine. Like I said, tonight I'll teach a class to China, and I'll teach from 9 till 10 p.m. And I'm out of here. And because I do all of my preventative stuff like I'm about to talk about, when I hit the pillow, I'm gone. I sleep. So my phone is off early. I will be working on the computer, but my glasses have got blue light in them so that that blue is not affecting my body, which is important. We want the dimmer lights. We want to have magnesium. And in fact, magnesium glycinate is a great one to have to help relax us. I definitely take magnesium at night. Aromatherapy, my Sanity Saver blend. If you're into aromatherapy, I designed this for that. It's my constitutional blend for my busy, go fast brain. It shuts me up. So it's got essential oils to ground out that busy mind that won't shut off. They're awesome for helping to keep our nervous system feel safe to power down. And so that ritual of making sure you get to sleep consistently before 10 p.m. is an absolute power move. It is the most important thing we do to have our body to be able to balance stress hormones. It just is.
Have you ever wondered how your life could have been different if you'd had access to this type of content at a younger age? Look, this is why I need your help. I'm working to build the #1 platform that gives real and easy to integrate healthy life hacks and mindset to help you get well and stay well. This show only grows by word of mouth and new subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you could click the subscribe button right now, leave a 5-star written review, or drop a comment below. Share this episode with a friend and I would be forever grateful. Now, let's get back to this week's episode.
The next one is BAM boundaries. So the bare Arse Minimum on setting boundaries. This was one I struggled to learn and am so good at it nowadays. And the thing is that no is one word. No isn't no with a 5-minute justifying speech after it. Okay, our health needs us. Again, that was one of the part of the first step in the 7 Steps to Sanity book. So learning to say no without feeling guilty, learning to say no without justifying. If someone asks me to do something, I say, sorry, not available. That's it, full stop. Not available because I have to go and do this with my dad, or I have to go and do this. And it's just, sorry, no, not available. That's it. Oh my gosh, that was a really hard one for me to learn. However, it's a game changer. So no justifying anything that we do in life. It's a power move to not do that. We need to do daily joy shots. Joy shots! So a joy shot is anything that fills your soul. Yes, I love music. Anything first thing in the morning when I'm on my way to surfing, I'm chanting. So I'm grounding and just literally peaceful to see the sunrise, getting out into nature, reading books, having time with your animals, your dogs, your cats. I love that whenever I walk downstairs and I've been working, Darcy, our dog, will be there. She automatically lays on her belly and I just really gently tickle her belly. And it's like I broke the dog. She just lays there. She can't do a thing. She's absolutely disabled. And I love it. And she's like, oh. And that little bit of joy in feeling how much she trusts me to just be vulnerable and open and let me tickle her belly. It's bliss. It is absolute bliss for me. Belly laughs. We need to see and enjoy all of those little moments, those little joy shots, so that we are living. We are living. I can live a very full life, a very productive life, and I can still be full of joy and good stuff. And I don't know if you can notice it, but there is a big crow outside my office window having a little chat today, and that's okay. That's joyful too. I love that I'm surrounded by nature. I live where there's a big stand of bush around this area, and I love that the birds have the priority. They get to chat as much as they want. So if you heard that, enjoy the sounds of my home. Okay, next one is adaptogens. So adaptogens are essential. They are not negotiable. When I first burned out 30 odd years ago, a naturopath put me on adaptogen herbs, and it was that action along with structured sleep and the other things that she did with me that inspired me to go back to school and study to be a naturopath. I had to know how she got me so well. In 3 weeks, I couldn't believe how good I could feel, where I was working in the pharmacy industry and had access to all of the over-the-counter drugs and was just getting in a bigger and bigger and bigger hole. So I am the biggest fan of adaptogens. The cool thing is you can use them to get you out of a hole, and then at the same time, you can use them to help your body to adapt to stress. So we have what we call the alkaline corridor. This is where when we're in it, everything works. Our body's just flowing. Energy, sleep, moods, weight, all those things are great. We crave good food. We're in that good place. Life kicks us in and out all day, every day. So even me hearing a crow, squawking when I'm trying to record a podcast could be a stress to some people, where I'm like, I love that I've got so many birds around my area, even big crows. I love crows. I think they're cool. They're just such big energy birds. So what happens is if we're taking adaptogens in advance, it helps us not swing so far off center, not so far into that more acidic place where energy, sleep, moods, weight are crap. We crave crap food, where our body just doesn't work for us. And they help us to bounce back to center faster. So I really am a big fan of using adaptogens in advance from a place of prevention. So some of my favorites, ashwagandha, which I just want to give this little kind of footnote, is that a naturopath never prescribes one adaptogen, because we're not one body system, and all the adaptogens work on different body systems. Okay, so that's a really important note. But ashwagandha, which is the Indian ginseng, it's a great herb. Don't use it on its own. It will not work the way you want it to. And I know it's being marketed widely at the moment as this will fix everything. Well, it bloody won't. It just won't, because we're not one body system. Radiola is one of my favorites. Siberian ginseng is right up there. Absolutely one of my favorites. Wolfberry, which is goji berry. Even snacking on goji berries through the day can help you. Shilajit, which comes from India or the Himalayas. And Schizandra. They're all amazing adaptogens. And if you want to know the adaptogens I take, send me a message. You can just email me, jennifer@jenniferjefferies.com. Love to share what I actually take. And I use adaptogens, like I said, from a place of prevention, to be able to come from a place of prevention, because I know we can't pour from an empty cup. We can't rise strong. We can't be strong physically, emotionally, mentally if we're falling apart on the inside. It's worth getting this part right. It really is. Get out of the hole, stay out of the hole. And this chapter of our life, I'm about to turn 64 in a couple of weeks. It's not about pushing harder. I juggle so many balls. I love it. I love what I do so much. But it's about working smarter, supporting our body in smarter ways. And the bare ass minimums are ideal for busy people who want to be healthy. They're not optional extras. They're our survival kit, and they're little steps we can do of a day to keep us living from a place of prevention. Get strong today and then stay strong. When we protect our energy, our family, our careers, our dreams, everything in life gets the best version of us because we matter. And it's time to start living like we truly do. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review, have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Be sure to subscribe to the show wherever you're tuning in from so that you always catch the next episode. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.